everybody, welcome to Batman's Off the Rack, brought to you by Batman and all the Batman comics that are fit to be read. I'm Batman.
Oh god. Someone's gonna stab you in the leg.
I understand we've been doing a lot of Batman lately, and that's because Batman is the #1 selling book every week.
Batman!
Sorry.
Screw you, DC Rebirth.
Batman.
Don't have Batman twice a week.
Batman.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's talk about Batman number 25, but it's Batman Wojar, aka Batman War of Jokes and Riddles, my least favorite Batman title of all time.
Oh man, I really like Wojar.
Yeah, that's Tiffany's coined.
I did that.
This is written by Tom King with art by Mikkel Yannon, who might very well be one of my top favorite Batman artists in the last 10 years.
Really?
Yep, I love what he's doing. I love his renditions of everybody, with the notable exception of Riddler, but we'll get into that when we talk about the art. So, what'd you guys think of Batman Wojar, aka Batman number 25?
This book sucks.
Damn! Just incurring the wrath of the commenters.
I'm sorry, but most of it was narration by Batman. The stuff that happened between Riddler and Joker was not that interesting. The fact that Riddler shot him was like, yeah, of course he's gonna do that.
Joker shot him.
I'm sorry. Joker shot Riddler was like, yeah, of course. Because he's the Joker. He's not going to listen to you and follow your rules or go along with your plan. And the fact that he was shot that close and was like, still managed to get away. Oh, and Joker's just killing everybody in the streets. And Batman's watching from atop a building apparently and not doing... What is happening in this book? Ah!
Now, to be fair, I've seen some criticism that has been daring to face the ire of Batmania that has been sweeping this title since Tom King took over. But they're saying that because it's a kind of like flashback story, it's about a young Batman. The reason why Batman is so incompetent in this story is because he's green, he's young, he's new with this.
Also,
So-
it's daytime, so he's probably sleepy. Like
Right.
a bat would be.
Like a bat would be. Or at least disoriented by all the light.
Yeah, no, I don't buy that for a second. Batman would jump in and do something, even if he's learning.
Especially if it's after year 1 or 0 year. Tiffany?
It's kind of interesting. Here's the thing about prequel books. It's always hard for them to truly make a mark because it has to fit in to what has currently happened. So for me, I'm kind of more fascinated to see how this is going to wrap itself up.
Right.
I mean, the fact is it's a villain civil war.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
the Arkham Civil War.
Right, and but for me, there's some villains I haven't seen recently, so I'm kind of excited to see them in
action?
Tom King. It's just like voice. I kind of want to know a little bit more. I feel like he's done a pretty good job writing a lot of the villains. I was one of the people. I know not everyone agreed, but I was one of the people who really liked the ventriloquist's narration throughout.
I Am Suicide.
Yeah,
I dug that as well.
Yeah, so I'm kind of interested to see what he does with them. But I didn't care for the fact that Batman was late to everything.
Yes. Always one step behind that Batman always is.
Exactly.
That's how he's,
What's-
got his name.
See,
Yeah.
what's so painful about that is that, the crux of this book is, hinged all on the fact that the Riddler can't figure out how to get Batman.
Right.
Well, apparently just get there 5 minutes early.
Right. The more I thought about it, the more I still kinda dug it.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the theories and projections that we will undoubtedly share towards the end of this review. Because we have a couple of theories about what's going to happen at the end of this. Tiffany, I'm going to give you credit because I think you figured out the riddle.
I don't think it's really a riddle. I was
But-
more or less...
But we'll get into it. And I have a theory about what's going to happen at the end to make it kind of matter, which was the answer to your riddle, which was like, why do we care?
Right, okay.
So, but yeah, here's the thing. My thoughts on Tom King's Batman are well documented, but Mikkel Yannon's art is phenomenal.
Right, we're going into the art now?
So let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
please.
I love it. I think the art is phenomenal. I think his Batman is terrific. Although when he takes the cowl off, he has the largest chin I've ever seen on Batman. I love this Joker because it's my Joker. He's drawing my Joker, Killing Joke Joker, especially the frown. I think it's so fun. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it works. What about,
Oh, his Riddler?
I assume it's some homage to maybe being from Boston or Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, it
Some
does.
weird
It does
thing.
invoke a little bit of that Clockwork
It's just
Orange
the
stuff.
bowler, but he's always had the bowler. Even in the animated series, he had the bowler. He didn't look
Yeah,
like
but
that.
the
Right, but
open
didn't-
shirt like that and
Yeah.
like the slacks.
I assume he didn't have time.
Right.
No time!
I can't compose myself. No.
I'm so just consumed with figuring out how to kill Batman.
I can't button my
I don't
shirt.
have time for buttons.
Well, how else would he withstand a 45 caliber bullet to the stomach unless he was ripped? He just clenched those abs.
I'm surprised he didn't just bounce right off of them and kill the Joker. No, it's...
Well,
It's
that would
really-
be funny, and we're not allowed to laugh yet.
No.
It's really bizarre.
It's
Like,
weird. I don't care for it.
I'm not, like, I get it. Or
That's not... I don't think that's Mikkel Yannen's fault. I think that's just the New 52 design of Riddler. Because if you go back to Zero Year, he looks like a red-haired stooge.
I thought, wait,
He's
am I
not
thinking of
quite
something
ripped.
else where he's, like, really spindly and, like, bald?
I think you're
Or
thinking
shaved?
of... Okay, in the opening of Court of Owls, Riddler's there when they have no idea what they're doing yet.
Yes.
Because New 52. He has a question mark shaved into his
Yes.
head. Yeah, that Riddler never appears after that initial splash page from the first issue of Batman.
Fair
And that was
enough.
in the prison scene, right?
Yeah.
Arkham?
Well,
I
it
can't
was
remember
in
what
Batman #1 from Scott Snyder and Greg
Yeah.
Capullo. But they're in Arkham, yes.
You know what the problem is really, like, when he wore the green always initially, like, I never put him together with a leprechaun,
No, until now.
but now I have.
With the sideburns?
See, like Leprechaun, I didn't put him together as like a Boston like soccer hooligan, but I do now. Like I am not getting Riddler vibes from him in any way. His ridiculous riddle, his terrible design, his like weird approach to Joker, and his inability to calculate the Joker would just kill him. Like, all he has to do is look back at the Joker's past crossover team-ups,
Yeah.
which have all never happened or ended in violence from the Joker. I mean, I don't know.
It should have been a phone call. Or a video call.
Right.
So Joker can shoot the screen.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, no, guys, come on, think a little bigger here. If it's gonna be the Riddler, he's not gonna call him. He's gonna leave like a present,
Right.
or a puzzle.
Wait, are we talking like Batman Forever?
No,
Because that is the quote that's on the cover of this book.
Yes, the quote from Batman Forever's on the cover. The terrible Jim Carrey quote about "Riddle me this" and the big black bat. I was like, what?
I'm kind of excited for the war. We got to see a couple of the fight splash pages.
Yeah,
Yes.
who's going to face off against each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it Man Bat and Clayface?
Yes.
So yeah.
I was like, what?
Cool. I've never thought of that. But then again, like, why would I?
Now, this is interesting, and I'm not sure if it's set up to be who's going to be on whose side.
Right.
But in the preview page, or I guess the next
splash
cover page,
yeah.
when they have the cards in the back of the book,
Oh, yeah,
when it was
yeah.
Joker and Riddler squaring off, Riddler's holding the Poison Ivy card,
Yeah.
but on that splash page, Poison Ivy was on Joker's side.
I would imagine that Poison Ivy switches sides. Or the artist who drew the cover had no idea whose side she was on.
Or maybe it doesn't mean anything.
I mean, I never trust the covers.
No, you can't trust them.
Because the artist is just like, I just drew something cool. And they're like, that doesn't match the inside. Fuck it.
So, all right.
But I could also see Pammy doing either one.
Yeah, I like her.
I know.
So we got so far off topic, but this is art and writing, I think.
Yes. Let's talk about the writing, if you
The
like.
opening few pages I thought were really well done.
Yeah.
The setup, like, just I thought that was, I mean, clearly that was King's idea, and then just put into actual image was done really well with the stage and the pullback and the floor of bodies. Like,
Yes.
I was like, this is really well done. This really sets the tone for what's happening here.
Out of all the villains that Tom King had access to, the one I was most excited to see his version of is the Joker. And I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah, because we haven't seen a whole lot.
No. Which is really smart.
It is.
You don't show the Joker, like, going to the bathroom or, like, talking to his accountant. You only show the parts that matter.
Yeah, the
or
crazy
are
parts.
scary.
Yeah.
That's the only Joker you see. And that's the Joker that we got. And I
Yeah.
was okay on that. So let's get into our theories about what's going to happen at the end of this story. Why not? It's the first issue of, like, an 8-month arc. Why not?
Clearly we know what's going on
Yep.
here. Haha.
So tell
no,
him-
we're just having a good time and
It was just kind of an immediate
right,
thought. Like,
positive.
hey.
It wasn't even an immediate thought. It was, we were talking about it and you were telling me where this was going before we even had the issue. And I remember just going, wait a minute. Isn't the answer to Riddler's problem just letting the Joker kill Batman?
Yes. The Joker is the solution to the Riddler's problem. That basically, the theory is, Riddler's just going to give up at the end and go, oh wait, you're the solution. I don't need to kill Batman, I need to help you.
Like, I don't, like,
It's a very simple solution, but that's the idea, is that all the riddles that Riddler threw out in the first story are simple solutions. They're esoteric and kind of hard to grasp when you first read the question. Once you get the answer, you're like, oh, like they fit like a missing puzzle piece.
Yeah.
And I think that the Joker being the answer to Riddler's problem, because Riddler's almost there when he goes to Joker's place and he's like, the problem is we need to work together. Like, no, the problem is you need to get out of his way.
But do you think that may have been his plan? Because he's like, look, I'm never going to be able to get the Joker to really fulfill this.
Right, to work
unless
with him?
I ask him and have him deny me.
Maybe.
If he thought of that ahead of time, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I think that,
No, I think that's a terrible idea, and I think he would know that.
No, I think that he will come to that conclusion at the end.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, you can't tell the Joker what to do. He's a force of nature.
Yeah.
So, the best thing you can do is let him think it was his own idea.
Right. My theory, by the way, at the end is that Batman will kill the Joker. And that will be the, like, holy shit moment. And you'll go, what? And be like, oh yeah, because there's 3 Jokers.
Well, I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, I hope not too, but I feel like that might be the only way to get like a huge shock out of the ending of this story.
Right.
Is for because Batman's talking about this whole thing about the war of jokes and riddles, which no one has referred to ever, but is so important and so essential that Batman needs to tell Selina about it post-coitus, like immediately following the engagement.
Yeah.
Right? So like, I gotta tell you about this thing. And it's like, the life I took. And how he was like, I'm gonna give up. Like, I can imagine him being like, I was gonna give up being Batman. I killed. Like, I went too far. I was too green. I didn't know what I was doing, and I killed this man.
Yeah.
And then, like, next month, he came back.
Right.
And he was a little different, but it was the Joker. It was undeniably the Joker. And I thought, oh, shit. Well, I have to get back into it. They're basically, like, almost like Batman's like, I'm trapped. I can't even cross a line anymore because the universe will right itself, so that I have to be Batman.
We're on a course.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think I'm 100% certain that Joker's the answer to Riddler's riddle.
I mean, I think we know that. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I believe that in my heart. Even if it doesn't happen in the pages.
Like, that's the answer. The answer is to, like, just be like, go ahead.
Yeah, it's
You need
just to get out of the way.
Not to cause a war between villains.
No.
Which I'm interested to see how that even comes about.
Yeah, I can imagine Joker kind of being the worst one to work for, because Joker's like, I don't care about you, and you're not gonna kill the Batman.
Well, I mean, that really depends on what you see as being the worst. I mean, like, on the one hand, the Riddler's going to expect things of you.
But he'll also probably pay me.
Well, no, but I know. And on the other hand, I mean, the Joker doesn't care about you, so you can just kind of do what you please.
Yeah, but
as long as you
Joker
don't get in his way.
will probably kill me.
I know.
That's the thing, is that, like, Riddler probably won't kill me.
Maybe.
But Joker will definitely kill me.
I don't know. I kind of feel like if the Riddler employs you, you're gonna die. Just, like 10 steps later.
Yeah, he will want to get you off the table. Alright. Don't work for either the Joker or
Well,
the
but
Riddler.
not only is he going to kill you, but he's going to make you feel really stupid before you die.
Yes.
Because he's going to ask you a question, you're not going to be able to answer
Nope.
it, and then he'll kill you.
And then he'll say the answer.
Yeah.
But you'll already be dead, so you won't be able to hear it.
But you will get the job done first, whereas the Joker might kill you at any point.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like, he might hire you, and then like, you know what? Never mind. Blam.
Or, like, I hired you, so you die! LOL!
Well, how about this? Or he'll wait like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like you've moved on, you have a family, and then he shows up.
Yeah. Hey, you're dead.
I'm hoping that Batman's regret is the fact that he let the villains fight each other. That his answer to crime was not trying to stop the criminals, but letting the criminals thin themselves
Oh,
out.
like,
And then it
hey,
wreaked havoc on
if
the
they
city.
all fight each other, maybe they'll all kill each other,
So
and
what
then
you're
I can
saying
stop.
is Batman's actual regret is listening to Ken Watanabe.
Let them fight.
Let them fight. Yeah.
Batman Wojar, or Batman number 25. First part in an epic Batman story written by Tom King, hopefully with art all by Mikel Yanni, because, man, it's great.
And for me, hopefully getting better.
Yeah, I hope it picks up for you. But I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see it. Do we recommend it? Ben?
Number 25? No. Number 26? Yes, because I want to see where it goes.
Tiffany?
Yeah, because you kind of need to get the pacing for what's going on here, because it's going to be a definite change in the status quo of what's been going on in the Batman books, so
I agree.
Yeah.
I recommend it as well. I think it's really cool. Let us know in the comments down below, though, what side would you want to be on, Joker or Riddler's? I'm curious to find out your justification for it. Now let's get into recommendations of books that are coming out this week on Wednesday that we recommend for you. So Secret Empire number 5 is coming out from Marvel, which is why I'm recommending Defenders number 2, written by Brian Michael Bendis with art by David Marquez. I loved the first issue. I thought it was very fun, true to form. Like I said, I was kind of thinking maybe it'll be like New Avengers Light. Basically is, I'm excited for it. I love this combination of characters, and obviously Bendis likes them as well, which is why they're kind of written really well. And also, of course, Marquez's art is phenomenal.
This week I'm going to be recommending Saga number 44. It's the second issue in the new arc in which Alana has been dealing with the aftermath of losing her child. Last issue had a couple of controversial elements to it. That's kind of par for the course with this book. And this issue, I think we're going to be continuing on with how that's going to be dealt with. According to the one-sentence summary from Image, essentially Hazel and her family are looking for the elusive treasure, which would be that of family health care. So I think there's a lot of people who can, completely understand that sort of hunt right now or at any point in time. And I'm just looking forward to it. I really like what they're doing with this. And unfortunately, sadness, but still good story.
A little bit out of the blue this week, and which ties into what's going on with it. I'm recommending Batgirl number 12, written by Hope Larson, with art by Eleonora Carlini, I believe is the last name. This one has Batgirl going to the local YMCA and figuring out a mystery there, and possibly getting into troubled waters, they say. And on the cover, it looks like she's drowning. And I don't know, for some reason that really intrigues me because I have a huge fear of drowning, so like reading the book and even just seeing the cover is a little bit of a cathartic thing, like I'm there with her and it like gets me a panic attack, so it made me feel something, so I want to read it. I want to check it out and see what goes on. I think you should too.
Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next week with another episode Off the Rack. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
Thanks a lot for watching.
Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah!
You in particular, right there.
Wait,
Yeah,
them?
Yeah,
I thought we
them.
were acknowledging them.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well,
Thank you.
you're in for it now.
Yeah, that's right. What?